The city has a post-industrial economy that is dominated by the tertiary sector, services, which generated 76.9% of output, followed by the secondary sector, manufacturing, construction, at 22.2% and the primary sector, agriculture, mining, at 0.8%. The economy, which tripled in size from 2004 to 2012, grew at an annual rate of 7.7% in 2013. Owing to the concentration of state-owned enterprises in the national capital, Beijing in 2013 had more Fortune Global 500 company headquarters than any other city in the world. 4 in the number of billionaire residents after Moscow, New York, and Hong Kong. In 2012, PricewaterhouseCoopers rated Beijing's overall economic influence as no. Beijing is home to 52 Fortune Global 500 companies, the most in the world, and over 100 of the largest companies in China. That also accounts for 13.8% of Beijing's GDP, the highest percentage of any Chinese city. Its GDP per capita was 68,788 RMB, US $10,070, an increase of 6.2% over 2008. Urban disposable income per capita was 26,738 yuan, a real increase of 8.1% from the previous year. Per capita pure income of rural residents was 11,986 RMB, a real increase of 11.5%. The Engel's coefficient of Beijing's urban residents reached 31.8% in 2005, while that of the rural residents was 32.8%, declining 4.5 and 3.9 percentage points respectively compared to 2000. Beijing's real estate and automobile sectors have continued to boom in recent years. The total number of cars registered in Beijing in 2004 was 2,146,000, of which 1,540,000 were privately owned, a yearly increase of 18.7%. The Beijing Central Business District, CBD, centered on the Cuomao area, has been identified as the city's new central business district, and is home to a variety of corporate regional headquarters, shopping precincts, and high-end housing. Beijing Financial Street, in the Fuxingmen and Fukunmen area, is a traditional financial center. Zhongguancun, dubbed China's Silicon Valley, continues to be a major center in electronics and computer-related industries, as well as pharmaceuticals-related research. Meanwhile, Yizhuang, located to the southeast of the urban area, is becoming a new center in pharmaceuticals, information technology, and materials engineering. Shijingshan, on the western outskirts of the city, is among the major industrial areas. Specially designated industrial parks include Zhongguancun Science Park, Yongle Economic Development Zone, Beijing Economic Technological Development Area, and Tianzhu Airport Industrial Zone. Agriculture is carried on outside the urban area, with wheat and maize, corn, being the main crops. Vegetables are also grown closer to the urban area in order to supply the city. Beijing is increasingly becoming known for its innovative entrepreneurs and high-growth startup companies. This culture is backed by a large community of both Chinese and foreign venture capital firms, such as Sequoia Capital, whose head office in China is in Chaoyang, Beijing. Though Shanghai is seen as the economic center of China, this is typically based on the numerous large corporations based there, rather than for being a center for entrepreneurship. Urban Beijing is known for being a center of pirated goods. Anything from the latest designer clothing to DVDs can be found in markets all over the city, often marketed to expatriates and international visitors. The development of Beijing continues at a rapid pace, and the vast expansion has created a multitude of problems for the city. Beijing is known for its smog as well as the frequent power-saving programs instituted by the government. To reduce air pollution, a number of major industries have been ordered to reduce emissions or leave the city. Beijing Capital Steel, once one of the city's largest employers and its single biggest polluter, has been relocating most of its operations to Tangshan, in nearby Hebei province.